Avogadros' law was stated in 1811 by Italian chemist Amedeo Avogadro. It stated that equal volume of gases at the same temperature and pressure contain the same number of molecules. Avogadro's number is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. What happens when you have a change in moles of gas? As the number of moles of gas increases, the volume will increase. Avogadro's relation is that the volume and amount of moles change when the pressure and the temperature are held constant. What happens to the volume of gas as moles of gas increase or vice versa? As the number of moles increase, the volume increases. As the number of moles decrease, the volume will decrease. It's called a direct relationship, which means that when two variables move in the same direction. What variables must be held constant for this law to be accurate? Temperature and pressure must be held constant for the number of moles and volume to be changed.
This graph demonstrates that as the number of moles increases, so does the volume. And as the number of moles decreases, the volume decreases as well. An example for the mathematical connection between amount of gas and volume is 5.00 liters of a gas is known to contain 0.965 moles. If the amount of gas is increased to 1.80 moles, what new volume will result at an unchanged temperature and pressure? Well, the formula we would use would be N initial over V initial would equal N final over V final. So we would gather the information given to us by the question, and then we would plug it into the formula. And then we would do cross multiplication and then divide, which will give us 9.33 liters.
Who studied the relationship between the amount of a gas and its volume? The chemist who studied the relationship between the amount of a gas and its volume was Amedeo Avogadro. If the accredited scientist has a published experiment that defined his work, describe the experiment and its findings. An experiment relating to Avogadro's law is having Coke sodas and putting different amount of Mentos and noticing how the volume is changing like we did in our demo. How do we use molar quantities of gas and volume connections today? We use molar quantities of a gas and volume connecting it today in many ways. For example, when we make food and we have a certain amount of it and we want to produce more of it, we just need to add more to increase product. As the number of moles of a gas increases, the volume of a gas also increases.
So the materials we'll be using is a Coke, a packet of Mentos, and a balloon.
We're going to add the Mentos into the balloon.
Now we're going to open the Coke bottle carefully.
Now we're going to place the ends of the balloon into the ends of the Coke.
Now we're going to drop the Mentos into the Coke. So now as moles were added into the balloon, the volume increased, which proves Avogadro's law.